Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy FemGem here, and today I'm just going to bring you my Gravekeeper deck profile, my updated Grave deck profile that I'm probably going to be using for the format that's currently coming, and I might use it for future formats if I don't find any other decks that I like to play. I'm probably going to keep playing this either way until October when we receive the next ban list, and if anything changes on that, I might find another deck. But this deck is pretty good. It's very rogue strategy, but it does well against a lot of the meta. Like usually I always go like 2-2. Well, I go 2-2 at my locals when I use it, so that's pretty good. And then I sometimes win, and then I sometimes lose. But anyway, let's get into deck profile. First off, you run 3 Spiritualists. Spiritualist is your main monster, basically, that lets you get into your fusion monster. That is a really powerful fusion monster. Basically, when he's used, all you need is Necro value on the field to activate his effect, and you use him and one other gravekeeper monster in your hand or on the field, and you can fusion summon into the fusion monster. So that's pretty cool. Next up, we run a Searcher of the card. Gravekeeper's Commandant. You discard him from your hand, so that you are able to get Necro value to your hand. He's every now and then you get to summon him, and when Necro value is on the field, he goes up to 2,100 attack, so he got a pretty high attack for like a level 4 monster. Next up, we run 2 Gravekeeper's Heretic. I bumped this down to 2 because his effect's pretty cool, but at the same time, like, I feel like drawing him is a little bit annoying sometimes. I'd rather search him sometimes with either the fusion monster or Necro Throne. I think that's what it's called, yeah. So, yeah, I bumped that down to 2, and he's pretty cool because he's unaffected by all cards while Necro on the field, so like he can't be targeted, he can't be destroyed by card effect. The only way you can destroy him by battle, which is kind of easy actually, sadly, because he's 1,800 and he doesn't gain the plus 500 boost from Necro. That's a little bit annoying, but he's pretty cool. I like to summon him with Necro on the field, and then if my opponent has like a pretty big board, I dark hole the board and he's unaffected, so he's left on the field usually. Next up, we run 3 Recruiter. Recruiter is another searcher card. When he's sent from the field to the graveyard, you get to search out a Gravekeeper monster and add it to your hand. It's pretty cool. Next up, we run 3 Gravekeeper's Headman. Headman's pretty cool because what he does is when he's summoned, he gets to special summon a monster from your graveyard that's a level 4. His effect is it's unaffected by the effect of Necro Valley, so like the idea that you don't get to use your graveyard doesn't affect him. The only bad thing about it is that it's a level 4 monster. It's not, you can't even summon like a level 3 monster like Recruiter and then link them off and then get his search effect, but I think that's probably why they put it at a level 4 monster, because they feel like people would probably abuse that. And last but not least, for the monster lineup, just for hand traps, you run 3 Effect Veilers. I like Effect Veiler a little bit more than Ash. I mostly run it off of the fact that I run Ash in my Dragonite builds. And also, I don't think that, seeing how I have so many negations in this board, I really don't, I'd rather have Effect Veiler than Ash, personally. Alright, moving on to the spell lineup, we run 3 Necro Valley. Necro Valley is your main field spell. Basically, use him to, basically get out all of your, combos, and activate all your cards. Not very combo-based deck, but, anyway. Also, it has a cool effect where neither player can move anything out of their graveyard. So, basically, that actually shuts down a lot of decks, like decks that like to special summon from the graveyard or banish from the graveyard to get certain effects. So, that's pretty cool. Next up, we run 3 Hidden Temple to the Necro. Basically, this card stops your opponent from special summoning unless they have Gravekeeper monsters. So, unless you're running a mirror match, I really think that it's going to be a very, like, dominant card when it hits the field. Next up, you're on 3 Necro Throne. This is mostly has the Searcher effect, where he can search out a Gravekeeper monster to add to your hand. It has a cool second effect where lets you normal summon another gravekeeper monster in addition to your normal summon. So that comes up every now and then, but I don't use it as much as the Searcher effect. And then I run 1 Royal Tribute. I might bump that up to 2 ever since it got off on the latest ban list, up to 2. So that's pretty cool. But then again, it's kind of a situational card, so whatever you want to do with that, feel free, but I think I'm going to keep it at 1. You run 1 Magician's left hand and 1 Magician's right hand. Basically, these cards, what left hand does is stops your opponent's first trap card activation, and what right hand does is stops your opponent's first spell card activation. So that's pretty cool. Like, if you get both of them on the field, you basically cause your opponent to either not activate a spell or trap, or if they have more spell traps, you basically have to have them, like, either choose one of them and mill the other. And then I run 2 Pottage Valleys for draw power. And lastly, I run 3 Dark Holes. Dark Hole for basically board wipes. What else is it for? I run the trap lineup. Run Necrovalley Temple, which allows you to recycle your Necrovalley, so if it's on the field and then it leaves the field and you have this card in play during your turn, you can activate it, get Necrovalley from your graveyard and set it in the field zone and then just activate it. That's pretty cool. Run 2 Imperial Tombs of Necrovalley, because if you have a monster and Necrovalley on the field, basically, you can activate this and you can negate any monster effect, any spell card, or any trap card for no cost, really. All you have to do is have the conditions. Then I run, this is a new card I kind of added, 2 summon limits. You only summon probably about twice per turn, at most. So why would you not run it? Because, like, you just don't want to deal with those combo decks. And lastly, I run 1 Skill Drain. Once you get your effects off, basically, since it's just the control deck, you really don't need to get any more effects off, like, once you get your board set up, so this card is really good in it. Alright, that's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck. For the extra deck, we run 3 copies of Gravekeeper Spiritualist, or Supernaturalist, sorry. I get those confused, Spiritualist, but basically he's your fusion monster. When he's summoned, usually you can get him around 3,200 to 3,300 attack, which is a pretty high attack. He can't be destroyed by card effects, and he also protects Necrovalley from being destroyed by card effects. And his effect is that if you activate it before the end phase, either during the main phase 1 or the main phase 2, you can at the end phase, you can search out from your deck and get a Gravekeeper card or Necrovalley card. Usually I go for Imperial Tomb to get a negation set up for your next play. So, that's cool. Run 1 Tour Guide from the Underworld, or whatever, like Tour Guide from the Underworld, Link Monster, whatever it's called, I forgot what it's called. I run the package of Nightmare Phoenix and Nightmare Cerberus. Nightmare Cerberus is for the special summon monsters not in the extra deck, and Phoenix obviously for the back row removal. I run 2 Witch Apprentice, mostly for the fact of he does have an effect where he gains 500 to all dark monsters, and he makes light monsters lose, I think, 400. That's pretty cool. And then also the fact that he just opens up Link Arrows, pretty cool. Another card that I use mostly for the Link Arrows is Underclock Taker. He doesn't come up very often. Mostly the only card you really use in here is your Supernaturalist. That's why I'm kind of debating running a Pot of Extravagance or something like that for draw power. Basically, I just use him for that. And then for the XVs, I run 2 Dark Rebellion XVs Dragon, Evil Swarm Thantos, and 2 Evil Swarm Nightmare. Alright, that's pretty much it for the extra deck, and now, lastly, I go for the side deck. This is pretty much my only deck where I actually have a side deck. This is when I pretty much started getting competitive when I built this deck. First off, I run 3 Golden Match. Golden Match is pretty much good for any deck that has different attribute monsters. I mostly started running this because I ran into a person at my locals that kept playing Altergeist, and he kept on beating me, so I wanted to have it out to what he was playing. Gotta slow him down. Another card for like slowing people down. Double evenly matched. Double Mystical Space Typhoon. I was gonna say Twin Twister first, but I actually opted for Mystical Space Typhoon, mostly for the fact that I don't really like discarding cards inside this deck. It's not useful. I put the Twin Twisters in my Dragonese deck profile because I like getting cards to the graveyard in that deck, but this deck is not very useful. I run triple Spear Mode. Spear Mode actually came up a lot today. I went to my locals today, and it came up a lot because I was facing a lot of combo heavy decks, and I was able to just outfit a board with Spear Mode. Pretty cool. I run 1 Vanity Fiend. And basically, if he summoned, neither player can special summon monsters, which is really cool, because he's basically another hidden temple I use him for. And then I run 1 more, Magician's Right Hand, just in case I need another spell negation on my board. That's pretty much it for the whole deck. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you think of the deck. And I'm starting to do this more often. I'm starting to do shout outs to smaller YouTubers that maybe want some more subscribers, smaller YouTubers that just want me reviews. So basically all you need to do is to subscribe to the channel, or be subscribed, like the video, and comment below if you want the shout out, and I will be sure to shout you out in the next video. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. FemGem signing out. See you guys.